Congrats on getting first. How are you? How you doing, Mercury? How you doing, Mercury? It's good to see you. You're doing good. That's good to hear. I'm doing okay. I cut my nails last night, so um yeah, we're not gonna have tappies, but we'll do our best. Thank you for the follow, Marks. Thank you. I hope I said that right. Thank you for the follow, sweetheart. Thank you. How you doing? Hope you're doing well. But I'm doing good. I went to go do lawn work for my grandma today, but um, the grass is pretty dry this week and very hot, so the grass didn't. It was not long enough to warrant mowing. Like you could still see the lines from the mower where the mower where I mowed last week, so no point. So I helped her clean out some stuff under her staircase, and then I pulled some weeds and then called it good. So I wasn't out in the sun for um, a long time today, thankfully. Today was pretty overcast. There's clouds at least, but it is like 35% humidity. It is kind of muggy. But I'm doing good, Mercury. Marks, thank you. Um, but yeah, I did. Today is Friday. I did remember to post these on Twitter and Blue Sky today. So if you missed those, if you missed today's Femboy Friday post, don't worry. I posted it like 2 hours ago. um, yeah, yeah. I did see yours, Mercury. You're looking pretty cute today. Very, very cute. Um, this week, I post bring this week's Femboy Friday brings you some of those fishnets I wore on Sunday. Um, I have not worn them in quite some time, quite a long time. So it was nice. Um, but yeah, I'm doing okay. I'm doing okay. I was still over there uh, for the for a while, but yeah. We do have the outbreak in about 50 seconds. You may or may not actually get ads though. um, I'm having conflicted reports. People saying they don't get ads, and people saying they do get ads, but it's like 5 seconds, and then they're back. I don't know what Twitch is doing with ASMR streams and ads anymore. I don't know. Used to be they just didn't play ads on ASMR streams, which is fine. Um, I don't know if they ever actually did that. I have no idea. But that just ends up at about 20 seconds. 20 seconds. Marks, if you have a favorite ASMR trick, I would be happy to do it for you. Thanks for your follow. If not, no worries. There's the ad break. So, did you get your cards, Mercury? I think you said you got your cards last time. goodness, sorry. It's my neck. Oh. Welcome back from the break, guys. Thank you for sticking with me. Thank you. I appreciate it lots. Now I can do this. There we go. Please go follow Mercury if you're not already. Mercury is super sweet. He's a fellow boy of the femme variety. He does lots of handcam stuff. He's putting together a Pokemon binder and does art streams and the such words. And Mercury also posts ties on Twitter and Blue Sky every week. Mercury is the reason why I started doing it weekly. Before I just did it when we hit like stream milestones. So you have him to thank for weekly doses of thighs. But if you want some good thighs, if you want to see some good thighs, go look at Mercury's Twitter and Blue Sky. Mercury has some of the nicest pair of legs I've ever seen in my life. Oh my goodness. Hi CJ, I'm doing okay, sir. I'm doing okay. How are you? I went to go do lawn work for my grandma today, but her lawn was pretty dry over the week, so it didn't really grow much. Could maybe have still done with an edging, but I didn't do that. So next week. Um, so instead, I helped her clean up some stuff underneath her staircase, and then I pulled weeds. So. What you're missing are 2 ash blossoms ordered and some extra deck stuff that'll live in your side deck and Dominus Spark, which is just bleh. What I don't know what Dominus Spark is, but alright. Is bleh like, ugh, I don't want to use this, but I have to? Or is that why? IZJ, I'm doing okay. I did have a nice day, I think. It felt pretty fast. I woke up, I got ready, and then I went, and then I got home and I showered, and then I ate lunch, and now I'm here. So, yeah. $170 for a playset. Oh my goodness. I was watching a commander video last night, and one of the players uses a goblin welder. And I was like, that actually is pretty nice. That'd be cool in an artifact deck. And I go to look him up, and it's like $20. For one of them, for one Goblin Welder, and he's had like two reprints, two or three, and one of them being like the dumb like Twitter secret layer where they're like the card but a social media post. Ugh. And that one's like the cheapest option. It's no fun. Egyptian god decks. I did get two of the Egyptian god structure decks a number of years ago. Um, but I don't have anyone to play with. I have no one IRL that I know that plays Yu-Gi-Oh. They all play Magic and stuff. So, um, yeah, I've gotten a few of them to play MetaZoo with me like once. They added two new Dominus trump cards this year that negate attributes of monsters. There's Spark and Impulse, but Impulse is used more because of how heavy light and dark dominated the monsters are in game. I see, I see, I see. Um, I would, I don't know. I need to get like a lamp or something to put in the corner of my desk. The rock salt lamp is just not bright enough, and there's no light source on this side of my desk. Sorry if that was loud. Um, so I don't even know if it would look good. Watch our Guardian slime, so this only means Kungo will finally be printed the next couple sets. I see. I see. But yeah, I the last Yu-Gi-Oh thing I purchased was the Slifer and Obelisk structure decks. Um, I mostly bought them because I thought they looked cool, and then somebody was like, "They reprinted Harpy's Feather Duster." Oh, I was like, "Okay, I need to get these," and I did. I only bought one copy of each, though. Impulse is Earth, Light, and Dark, and Spark is Water, Wind, and Fire. That was the last Yu-Gi-Oh thing I bought. Um, my local Walmart, whenever I go and look at the cards, what they have, the shelves are always mostly full of Yu-Gi-Oh. The mini boxes with like 4 packs in them, and the structure decks. And then I think last time I was there, there was like one or two Gundam decks, and um, the so Wizards a couple months earlier this year started printing standard starter decks again, and they're terrible. um, they're or at least they're terrible in the way that they like don't prepare you at all for playing standard. Um, the first two that they did, there was a white deck with angels, and then a red blue deck, focusing on a pirate creature type. The angel deck is worth more and better in terms of gameplay, but it's only worth anything because the angel cards in there are good in Commander. In the pirate deck, you could literally buy all the pieces in that deck for like $12 if you really wanted to. And they're charging like 20 something for the deck. It's ridiculous. And uh yeah, it's real strange. it's, it's real strange. Like even if you use them out of the box against each other, the angel deck is just going to kick the pirate deck's butt. Um, yeah. So I don't know what they're doing, man. I don't know. And I guess now the Marvel set's out or going to be out soon. dude, I it's just and the Marvel Commander decks are like $70, and all you get is the deck. Um, with if you bought a Commander precon, you got pre-constructed deck. Out of the box, you got the deck, like double thick face card for your commander, so you can keep the real card safe or whatever while playing the game, if you wanted. Um, you could use the double thick card as a proxy. A life counter of some sort, sometimes, um, either like a cardboard one or a spin down. And then you got um, a quote unquote deck box, which is this really thin paper. It's sturdier than paper, but it's this little paper deck box that I guess is good for useful for storing things, but you don't want to use it to carry your deck around. Not really. Excuse me. And then you would get the collector booster pack sample pack, which had two cards in it, from the two cards that you could find in the collector boosters. And then, like earlier this year, a couple of sets ago, they had removed the life counter and the double thick proxy commander card. So all that was left was the collector booster sample pack, and then they removed that. So all you get now is pay $70 and you get the deck. So, I don't know. Like maybe the decks are good. I don't know. I did pay like $76 for the Y'shtola Final Fantasy Commander deck, but that was like on release day. I just happened to like we just happened to get together as a friend group and we're like, hey, let's go to a local game store and look around for a bit, I guess, just for fun. And it happened to be Final Fantasy's release day. It was in the afternoon or evening, early evening, so we missed the crowd. So everything was like crazy amounts of money. The cloud deck was $93 or 98 something ridiculous. Um, no, I think I paid 78 for the Y'shtola deck, which now I could go get it for like $50, maybe 60 at my LGS. So I don't really mind. The deck's still fun, and I wanted it. So, and they had one. But for a while, the Final Fantasy decks and things were hard to find. Now they always have some, and they have a lot of the Final Fantasy two-player starter kit, which I bought one because I wanted more Final Fantasy cards, and that was all that they had, besides the Commander decks. And there's some pretty good rares in there, some pretty good ones. The Cloud card is Boros colors, it's red and white, and he's focused on he does things with like equipment and equipping things to him as the I'm pretty sure the Cloud in the Commander deck does that too, but that deck is red, green, black. I think. So I've had thoughts about trying to build a Commander deck with the Cloud from the starter deck, uh, because I don't have a lot. Most of the Commander decks I've built myself are blue and black. A vast majority of them, like three of them. Um, So having a deck with red and white would spice things up, I guess. I do have a Yu-Gi-Oh deck. I do have one. I have one. I have a Pendulum Magician deck slash Performa Pal slash Odd Eyes thing. Um, I have not. I don't think I've played with it at all. If you want, I can show it to you guys on Sunday if someone reminds me. Um, But a number of years ago, I bought a Pendulum Magician booster box for like $20 on Amazon because this was when like no one wanted the set because it was supposed to be a structure deck or something, from what I've heard, and then they turned it into a booster set. So I bought a box because it was like $20. And I opened it, and I got a Joker. I pulled a Joker. Um, I don't I don't know if Joker is still worth anything. Uh, but I threw it together. I built something with one box. Um, the set seemed pretty small, uh, from what I remember while I was opening it. Saw a bunch of the same card over and over again, which I guess worked out because then I got playsets. I have no idea if it's good. I put it together in Master Duel like 2 years ago, but I have hardly any of the pieces because there's lots of URs and SRs in there. Um, and some of the URs you can only get from Master Packs. They're not in a specific set. So I have to craft those ones. I guess I can go get the deck now and just tell you what's in it. I don't know. But yeah, I haven't really played it much. 1 second, I have to get up. It's on my bookshelf. Sorry, it's kind of dusty. So I'm not even sure if I know how to pilot this thing, but I also haven't played Yu-Gi-Oh in a while. um, but it's just a handful of cards from the box and some other stuff. There's some cards in here from the movie set, the Dark Side of the Dimension set movie thing. Um, there's a Slifer in here. There's a Slifer the Sky Dragon in here just because I thought it would be fun to use. Um, and some spells and traps from the set in here. Like one, I think. Um, yeah, I pulled a Performa Pal Skull Crobat Joker. I pulled one. Yeah, I put in Magician's Defense in here. It's from the movie set. And I have a textured foil covering fire that a friend gave me a number of years ago. I was still in high school, I think. But yeah, it's just a bunch of pendulum monsters and odd eyes stuff. um, I don't know if it's good. Probably not. Definitely not meta. But the extra deck is just kind of playsets of all the extra deck monsters from the set. um, I have, well, mostly I have four, no, three. There's a play. It's only this game's a playset of three. Sorry, 3 Time Star Magician, 3 Odd Eyes Absolute Dragon, uh, 2 Odd Eyes Vortex Dragon, 2 Enlightenment Paladin, and 2 Odd Eyes Meteor Burst Dragon. And then I was browsing Amazon a long time ago, and I was like, oh, this guy looks cool. um, it's an 8 star. Is it 8? No, it's level. It's a 7 star. It's Dark Anthelion Dragon. I don't know why I bought him, but I was like, this guy's cool. So I bought two copies of him. He's one of the card. He's a UR. I'm pretty sure in Master Duel, and you only get him in the Master Packs. But he's a 7 star Xyz monster with he's a pendulum Xyz with both sides of his pendulum being 10. And his pendulum effect is once per turn you can target one face-up monster your opponent controls have its original attack until the end of this turn, even if this card leaves the field. In his monster effect, this is a lot of text. Bear with me. His summoning requirements are 2 level 7 monsters. You can pendulum summon level 7. If you can pendulum summon level 7, you can pendulum summon this face-up card in your extra deck. Once per turn, quick effect, you can detach 1 material from this card, then target 1 face-up monster your opponent controls. Until the end of this turn, its attack becomes half its current attack, and if it does, this card gains that lost attack. If this card in the monster zone is destroyed by battle or card effect, you can place this card in your pendulum zone. So I was like, oh, even if he gets destroyed, I get to keep him. He also, I think, has the highest attack of the things in my extra deck. There's 2 copies of him. It was like $1.50 for 2 of him a number of years ago. But I've never. I don't think I've played with the deck. Maybe once. But I'd have to like read every single card to remember what they do. They're in the Pendulum Magician sleeves with the guy with the long gear thing on his arm, and then the one with the dial on his wand. What are those guys called? Dial Magician and something else? I don't know. Something like that, right? But I only pulled like 2 copies of Tuning Magician. But I did pull a playset of Harmonizing Magician. And I recall reading the cards in Tuning Magician as pretty important. If you have 2 Magician cards in your Pendulum zones, but this card is in your hand or graveyard, you can special summon this card, but banish it when it leaves the field. You can only use this effect of Tuning Magician once per turn if this card is normal summoned or special summoned. Your opponent gains 400 life points, and then you take 400 damage. And she's the only tuner in the deck and the set. There's not very many tuners in this. I think Harmonizing Magician is a tuner. Yeah, Harmonizing Magician is. And they're a Pendulum monster. These cards just have a lot of text on them. Clicker trainer? I don't have a clicker. I don't have a clicker. How you doing, Moon Knight? Hope you're doing well, sweetheart. We're just talking about Yu-Gi-Oh! I hope you're doing well, Moon Knight. Hope you're doing well, sweetheart. What? Excuse me, sorry, Bert. Oh, yeah. So there's always Yu-Gi-Oh cards at my local Walmart. There's always Yu-Gi-Oh cards. And sometimes scraps of Magic product on the days I go, or the days I'm there, spontaneously. But my LGS, there's two buildings. They have two buildings in this parking strip. One building is for board games and comic books and Legos and stuff. The other one is has the cards and Gundam kits and Warhammer and tabletop stuff like D&D books and things. Um, and there, one wall is just cards, um, and a majority of that wall is Pokemon, and then flanked on either side of the wall. On one side is Magic product, and the other side is everything else. So they have the Final Fantasy card game stuff. They have there Dragon Ball, Digimon, and Yu-Gi-Oh are all over in this corner. And then all of the counters, like the display cases in front of the wall, are full of Pokemon singles. And I think there's a little spot that they have some Yu-Gi-Oh singles in, but it's practically just they're all full of Pokemon singles. I thought about getting some of the trainer cards for the booster bundle draft cube. Not booster bundle. Uh, the trick or trade bundle. Don't bite me. No, don't bite me. Why are you guys like looking and biting me so much? Why are you bonking me? Why are you hitting me? Stop it. Shiny mod sword? Sorry about the sniffles. So your happy is good to hear. I hope you get some good rest of the night. It's the weekend. We're here. So one of the commander decks I've built, um, uh, I was very excited about. so, um, I like playing bad and terrible and old cards when I play card games, right? I enjoy them. Um, and John Arenicus in Magic gives me an outlet for that because he lets you give your creatures to your opponents. So you fill your deck with these terrible creatures that with very big downsides for using them and stuff, um, and then pass them to your opponent. And then um, a while ago, I found out about this magic card um, that they made in like Chronicles or something. It's a very old card, uh, and it's a legendary creature called Nebuchadnezzar. I don't know if it's based on the guy from the Bible or whatever. I have no idea, or the historical figure or whatever. Um, but if you want to see some cool art of a wizard standing on a mountain, uh, it's some good stuff. Um, he's got this like billowing cloak and this gnarled staff, a wizard staff, and I think he's wearing a crown. Um, he costs a blue and a black, and then three generic mana. He's a 3/3, and he has an ability where you pay X mana, tap him, and then target opponent shows you X cards from their hand at random, and if X is more than the cards in their hand, they show you their whole hand. Well, before they show you their hand, you name a card, and if the card you named, or a card sharing the name of the card you named, or whatever, if the card you named is in their hand, they discard it, and that's all he does. so, it's very bad, right? Spending X mana, probably like at least five, to get a peek at five cards in their hand, right? You spend however many is in their hand, and then you name a card, and then if that card is in their hand, they discard it. It would be. I think it would be. It'd probably be better if the card was exiled. But so you could name, if they're playing a blue deck, you could name island, and if there are any islands in their hand, they're discarded. So in that way, you can snipe a bunch of lands from their hand at the beginning of the game or early game, I guess. Um, it's just funny. it's it's funny. So the deck I just filled with cards that make your opponent discard or mill or let you look at your opponent's hand and then draw a card, right? So it's full of spells like that, and then um, I filled the rest of the slots in the deck with whatever I could find at the time. Um, I'm a little more confident in it now than I was when I first built it. Um, but some of the Final Fantasy cards I pulled a couple weeks ago uh, are pretty good in there, or an improvement. So majority of the spells in the deck let me peek at my opponent's hand or make them discard a card to narrow down their hand size. So then I can tap Nebuchadnezzar and then prophesy what card is in their hand, and if I'm right, then the card goes to the graveyard. Um, it's more designed to just be annoying than to win. Hi Gunther, hi Swear, how you doing? But the art on Nebuchadnezzar's card is it's really cool. It's cool stuff. Excuse me, burp, sorry. Um, I think I've played with it once. I think I've played with it once. Um, yeah, and you see if my pals want to get together and play Magic again sometime. Um, but I think it's cool. And there's a card in there that was in my um. Is it safe to use 4 years expired mouthwash? If it's got like floaties in it and stuff, probably not. If it's sealed, maybe. If it's sealed, maybe. Or if it's just been sitting there for 4 years, um, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know if I'm the person to ask about that, Gunther. But there's no like, you're already not supposed to swallow it. I guess if it smells funky, and if there's floaties in it, or if it's like gross looking, I would probably would not use it. I I guess I didn't realize that like stuff like toothpaste and like you don't think about it. The stuff like toothpaste and mouthwash and stuff like that can expire. And then you're like, oh, this tube of toothpaste I used when I was 3 with SpongeBob and Patrick on it is bubblegum flavored doesn't is not good anymore. Please taste okay. Smelled like old people mouthwash, but I guess if you didn't swallow any, and I guess if you rinsed your mouth after, I don't know. I don't know. Um, when I was really little, uh, my my grandparents had this little paper cup dispenser in their bathroom for, I'm guessing, using mouthwash. Um, but I just like take. I was like, I would be like, Grandpa, can I have a cup? And I would just take a cup and then drink some water out of it. Like it was like a little treat or something. Still burn the same. I see. I see. Chinese Star, give me. Well, that's a subscription badge, Midnight. I can't give you one. Sorry about this, Dennis. You can have the flower though. You get the flower if you watch 3 days a week for 3 weeks. You can get a flower. Um, a diamond. I don't have any VIP slots. They're all used up. I'm all out of shiny diamonds. I don't have any more VIP badges. Um, I rearranged some VIP badges like a month ago, last month. So if you don't have a VIP badge anymore, I apologize. If you have one, that's why. But I don't know why I liked. I was like, oh, a little cup. I could put water in a little cup. Um, but yeah, I did. Crawls away and hisses. Oh no. Sorry about the sniffles. Give me one moment. I need to blow my nose real quick, and then I will be right back. Oh, sorry about that. Sorry, burp. That's a Discord, right? I see, I see. You just have too many points. How many points do you have, Gunther? Keep yawning. Goodness. 36,000 because you used them? I see. Okay. Well, you do have. Uh, I think you have the largest streak, maybe behind Chang. Chang shows up sometimes, and his streak is just huge. Um, yeah, you're almost there, Moon Knight. You're almost halfway there. Um, oh yeah. So there's a card that I put in the Nebuchadnezzar deck that I've had in my collection a really long time because when I was younger, a neighborhood kid that we were friends with, his aunt rented apartments or rents apartments, and they had to evict a guy. And the only thing in his apartment when they went in there was boxes of magic cards, and she gave them all to this neighborhood kid. And then his mom made him give me and my brother a box each, or two boxes. So that's where I got my initial collection of magic cards from, and they're from like 2008 to like 2012, 2010, 11, through like the Mirrodin arc, and then some older cards from the early 2000s, and some older than that, I think. Um, and one of them is I think the card's called something like a mysterious Quanar, and it's like this weird fish monster thing. Um, and you can play him face down for 3 mana, and then flip him up for 2 blue and a colorless. And then when he's flipped face up, you can copy target instant or sorcery spell and choose new targets for the copy. And I was just playing sitting at my desk, just goldfishing with the deck, just kind of pretending to play with somebody, playing Magic Solitaire, I guess. And I had my mysterious Quanar on the in the battlefield, and in my hand I had a sorcery that's like 8 mana, um, that lets you exile the top 8 of your deck, and then for every card type in among those 8, you can play one of them until your next turn, without paying its mana cost, I think. Or I think you might have to pay its mana cost still. So I was just sitting there, and I was like, "Oh, I can flip up my mysterious Quanar, and then I get to copy this spell, and then I exile 16 cards from my deck, and then I picked up 16 cards. Like that was probably a bad idea. That's probably a bad idea." Um, yeah. So the deck has I took apart a Duskmorn Commander deck, the Amanatu deck, that we opened on stream before. If you want to go watch that VOD, it's up there on YouTube. Because Sam's Club had these Commander deck bundles, with the it was the Duskmorn Commander decks with 3 booster packs and a promo card and a little box set, and I bought it for myself. Um, I paid using cash, and there was this older lady at one of the few cash registers they have left at Sam's Club, um, next to the self checkout, and we rung it up, and she was like, "Oh, you have this many points," because my mom inherited my dad's Sam's Club membership or something like that. I don't remember how it worked, but we had enough points where the deck went from $50 to like 30 almost sub 30. So I got like a steal on the deck. With the 3 booster packs were basically free. Um, and it's a very good deck. It does stuff with miracles. So you when you flip up a card, pick up draw a card, Amanatu lets you play that card as if it had miracle for that turn. So you get to play it immediately after drawing it, but you play it for a smaller cost than its printed mana cost on the card itself. And there's these huge enchantment cards with these huge mana costs, like 8 mana, upwards of 8 mana, like the sorcery card I was talking about earlier that exiles the top 8. The deck comes with a copy of one with the multiverse that lets you look at the top of your deck at any time, and you can play spells and lands from the top of your deck. And once per turn, you can play a card from your hand, or cast a spell from your hand or the top of your deck for free without paying its mana cost, which is crazy. The deck also comes with a copy of Shark Typhoon, like Shark Tornado, the movie. Whenever you play a non-creature spell, you get a shark token creature with power and toughness equal to the mana cost of the spell. So you get these massive 8/8 sharks. Boop, 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 boop. It's great. Thank you for the stretch water and treat, Gunther. Thank you. Okay. And stretch. But I also used the components of the Amanatu Commander Precon as trading fodder with a friend a few months ago. Alright, I still have the pumped water lily seeds here. The Gunther. But you are right, it depends on the situation. But I think typically that copying that Amanatu sorcery with the mysterious Quainar was probably overkill. Because it's 16 cards. But I could use the mysterious Quainar, curious Quainar, to copy Mill Spell. I have this spell in the deck that makes an opponent mill 14 cards. So I could copy that and make them mill 28. That's a quarter of the deck. So I could do that. Or if I wanted, I could copy a spell that lets me look at an opponent's hand, and then I could look at 2 opponents' hands with a with the copy of the spell, choosing a new target or different target. So it's actually pretty handy in the Nebuchadnezzar deck. It's fun, and the mysterious Quainar, curious Quainar. Let me find it. Let me see what it's actually called. You can spend a cost to turn it face down. Oh my goodness! Thank you for gifting us to Moonlight Gunther. Thank you. You didn't have to do that, sweetheart, but I appreciate you, Gunther. Mwah. Thank you. I need to change the sub goal back to 10. Shiny star acquired. You're very sweet, Gunther. Thank you. Yep, you have the emotes now, Moonlight. Okay. So, if you're curious, the Nebuchadnezzar artwork on the Nebuchadnezzar card was done by Richard King Ferguson. If you were curious. Oh, so the spell I was talking about that makes an opponent mill 14 cards is called Fractured Sanity. I guess it's from Modern Masters 2, I think. Modern Horizons 2. It says each opponent mills 14 cards. So you make all three of your opponents mill 14 cards. And with Mysterious Coin Art, you get to make them mill 28. And I have the Mind Skinner as well. That it's a creature with power and toughness 10-1, so it's 10 power, 1 toughness, and it can't be blocked. And if a source you control would deal damage to an opponent, prevent that damage, and each opponent mills that many cards. There it is. It's called Mischievous Coinar from 2003. It's like this weird, like eel fish thing with arms and legs and 2 heads. I don't know what a Coinar is. Let's see. Maybe. Thank you, Gunther. That's very sweet of you. So there's apparently only one Quainar, and it's Mischievous Quainar. There's no other cards with Quainar in their name. Maybe? Yeah. It's just Mischievous Quainar from Scourge. The set Scourge. The card is 3 years older than you. What year? 2003. Are we the same age, Gunther? Oh, 3 years older than you. Oh, now you're making me feel old. Sorry, I can read. I have reading comprehension. I swear. But I guess there's only one Quainar in all of Magic the Gathering, and it's a mischievous one. And there's no like flavor text on the card. The Mysterious Quainar was printed in 2003. It was printed in the set Scourge. Scourge. Release date May 26th, 2003. a booster box of Scourge is $950. A single booster pack is 20 over $20. It is a pretty old set. Excuse me, sorry, goodness gracious. Okay, cool. So I guess we don't know what a Quanar is. I guess we don't. Yeah, so that came out. That's it. This card is 3 years younger than me. How much is a copy of Mischievous Quanar? $1. He's not. He's not worth much. Not worth much. But the art, he's a very cool monster. He looks. I think he looks pretty cool. There's a foil Mischievous Quanar. It got printed in foil. It would be cool to get a foil one. That would be cool. But you're older than him by 7 months. I see. 3-minute ad break. Sorry, 3-minute ad break. Sorry, we hit an hour. So a regular old non-foil Mischievous Quanar is $1 and some change, but a foil one is like $10 to $20, I guess. Okay, I don't know why there's only one. With you think that like the name Mischievous Quanar, you think there'd be like more than one, but there's not. Oh, good boy for Gunter. No. Okay.
Very good point. Good point. Gunther, thank you for being here. Thank you for lurking and chatting. Spending time with us on the streams. Thank you. Very good point. Very good point, Gunther. Gunther, you worked very hard this week. And I'm very proud of you. Good good, good boy. You're a very, very good boy. Yes, you are such a good boy. Oh, look at you, such a good boy. Yes, you are. Yes, you are such a good boy. Good boy, Gunther. Good boy. Oh, look at you, such a good boy. Yes, you are. Yes, you are such a good boy. Good boy, Gunther. Good boy. 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 Good boy, Gunther. Good boy. You're such a good boy. Yes, you are. Yes, you are such a good boy. Good boy, Gunther. Good boy.
There you go, Gunther. Thank you for the good boy redeem, sir. Thank you. Hope that was okay for you. Yeah, anyway. So, yeah. Sorry for the yawn. Um, so there are a couple Final Fantasy cards in here that I got from the Final Fantasy 2 player starter kit, and the booster packs I got a couple weeks ago. One of them is Ultimisia Temporal Threat. I don't know why I said that like a. Did I say that like a question? Ultimisia Temporal Threat. She's apparently from Final Fantasy VIII, so we won't be encountering her in our Pixel Remastered journey. But she costs 6 mana, 2 blue pips, and then 4 colorless. She's a 4/4 legendary creature human warlock, and when she enters, tap all creatures your opponents control, and whenever a creature you control deals combat damage to a player, draw a card. So she would actually be very good for a turn to get in with Mind Skinner and stuff. She's cool. Also, very pretty lady on a magic card. But I think she's evil. Hi, Clips. How you doing, sweetheart? Hope you're doing well. I'm just yapping about magic cards today. And a bit of Yu-Gi-Oh! Oh yeah, if you guys missed today's Femboy Friday post, I did remember to post those this week. If you missed them, they're up there on Twitter and Blue Sky. I did remember. Ate dinner, not just relaxing. Nice, nice. What did you have for dinner, Clips? I hope it was yummy. One of the other Final Fantasy cards from the starter kit. Wendy's, your checkout delay? I see. I'm sorry your check got delayed. That's no fun. On my first job, the radon job, um, is like my job, like pretty much right out of high school. Is my first ever job. I don't recommend it being someone's first job out of high school. Um, but there was like a week or two where my boss was like, "Hey, um, we're gonna miss the checks this next week, or the checks will bounce." I don't remember, but something like that. And he's like, "Don't worry, it'll be fixed." And I told my mom, and she was like, are you okay? Like this, usually when stuff like this happens, you need to like get out of there. Like something bad is happening." It turned out to be okay. Um, but yeah. But one of the other Final Fantasy cards from the starter 2 player starter kit is Zand, Dark Mage. He costs a black and a blue and 2 colorless. Uh, Human Wizard. Legendary creature Human Wizard is a 3/3 with menace, and he gets +1/+1 for each non-creature, non-land card in your graveyard. And he's from Final Fantasy III, so I guess we will be encountering Zand Dark Mage probably near the end of this year or early next year. And then one of the cards I pulled from the 3 packs I got at my LGS a couple weeks ago, I got Jill Shiva's Dominant, who is from Final Fantasy XVI. So that's Final Fantasy 16. That's 16. X is 10. 5 is 1. Or 5. V is 5. Sorry. I is 1, right? Is XVI 1 or is that something else? Because IV is 4, right? The Roman numeral IV is 4 and VI is 6. So is that Final Fantasy 16? Anyway, she costs a blue and 2 colorless. She's a 2/2 legendary creature, human noble warrior. When Jill enters, return up to one other target non-land permanent to its owner's hand. So that lets me know a card in someone's hand for Nebuchadnezzar as an effect. And you can pay 2 blue pips and 3 colorless and tap Jill, and then you exile her, and then she returns to the battlefield transformed under its owner's control. Activate only as a sorcery. So she's a double-sided card, and she turns into a saga creature. Legendary enchantment creature, Saga Elemental. She turns into a 4/5 with 3 sage things. So phase 1 is mesmerize. Phase 1 and 2 are mesmerize. Target creature can't be blocked this turn. And then phase 3 or whatever, turn 3. I don't know. I don't use enough sagas. Is Cold Snap. Tap all lands your opponents control, exile Shiva, then return it to the battlefield front face up. So after usually a saga creature dies after it runs out of phases, but she returns to the battlefield as Jill Shiva's Dominant, so you can do the cycle again. It's cool. It's cool. I think it's cool. There's at least one more Final Fantasy creature in here. Where is he? But yeah, I hope you enjoyed your Wendy's clips. I haven't had Wendy's in a while. I remember growing up, I remember the day me and my brother were allowed to get a Baconator. Because my family would go to our local Wendy's to sit down and eat every once in a while. It was like a treat, a family outing. And that's where I got pets, cats, because Wendy's would do CD-ROM games as your kids' meal toy sometimes. So I got Ubisoft Pets with a Z, cats, and that game has a song playing basically the whole time you're playing. It's just on loop. It's like meow 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 meow. I am just a kitten, too small for my mittens. Something like that. And just does that on loop, the song. It's not much of a game. It's like a pet sim thing where you adopt a kitten and then you train it to do tricks and you buy it food and treats, and you put it in clothes, and you earn money by going to pet shows, and then makes it you have your you direct your cat to do certain tricks. Um, yeah, it's a very it's a very basic game. Meows loudly. But the other Final Fantasy creature in here is Ultros Obnoxious Octopus, which is from Final Fantasy IV. So we will be encountering Ultros in our Final Fantasy journey. It costs 2 mana, a blue and a colorless, or 1 generic. It's a legendary creature octopus. It's a 2/1, 2 power, 1 toughness. Whenever you cast a non creature spell, so that's some instant, sorcery, enchantment, artifact, saga. Sagas are enchantments. Rooms. I don't know. Stuff like that. Um, if at least 4 mana was spent to cast that spell, tap target creature an opponent controls and put a stun counter on it. So the stun counter makes it so it doesn't untap on your opponent's next untap step. So you stun a creature for a turn. And whenever you cast a non-creature spell, if at least 8 mana was spent to cast it, put 8 +1/+1 counters on Ultros. So I tried to find if there was like an Ultros deck list video on YouTube, and there's not. It seems like kind of a hard one to build around because you have to play 8 mana spells. And you're locked to just blue spells in Commander because Ultros is only blue. That's its only color. Um, I guess there's colorless things too. So you could just put a bunch of X cost spells in your deck and then do it that way. But you'd have to ramp pretty fast to get to 8 mana and start pumping, getting Ultros those 8 +1/+1s. Excuse me, but the first 8 cost spell would make Ultros a 10/9. The next one an 18. 17, and then so on. So I don't know. I don't know. He seems obnoxious with the stun counters, and then he can get bigger and bigger, and the 8+1s because he's an octopus. That's fun. That's fun. But yeah, me and my brother weren't allowed to get baconators till when we were younger because my parents wanted to make sure we would eat it all, I guess. So I remember the day we went in and we sat down, and then my dad was like, "Okay, you can get a baconator today. You can try." So, like the baconator was like this, not really, but it is like a coming of age thing in a way, I guess. Not very impactful on my life or anything. It's just a burger, but it was exciting that day. And I wouldn't be surprised if if a baconator back then was bigger than they are now. I would not be surprised at all. Okay, so Nebuchadnezzar was first printed in 1994. So Nebuchadnezzar, this card that I'm holding right now, is 6 years older than me. I didn't even think about using cards that untap things. Freed from the real. Okay, let me see. But how much is that card? Because I might get that card. Freed from the real. There we go. $10. Oh, it's an enchantment you put on a creature, and you can pay a blue to tap enchanted creature, or pay a blue to untap enchanted creature for 1 mana, which is actually pretty good. Yeah, it makes sense why that card's so pricey. But that's good. That's a pretty good card. Sorry. Bonk the mic. I guess I'll put a copy of Freed from the Real on my watch list. Yeah, that's a pretty good card for untapping Nebuchadnezzar. Yeah. And Nebuchadnezzar is from the Legends set. How much does a booster pack of Legends go for? Probably a lot. Yeah, $180. Oh, that's an auction. $600. Yeah, that's a lot. That's a lot. you for the water, CJ. Thanks. Sorry for the yawn. I'm just yapping about magic cards. Give me, sorry, goodness gracious. I guess they did a secret layer with chibi cards in them. I guess. I don't know when they did that. When did they? When? This must have been a while ago. So apparently, I don't know if it was ever confirmed, but there was a guy that ordered the Goblin's Secret Layer Commander deck, and then when he got it, it was a previously unannounced or previous not yet announced Miku Commander deck, and the internet went crazy. Just hope that they don't send the Pinkertons after him. How you doing? How you doing, Bear Noodles? How you doing? Hope you're doing well. I'm just yapping about magic cards. You have picked up your new glasses? Nice. I need to get new glasses. I need to get new glasses soon. Sorry, burp. What kind do I got? I'm just talking about this commander deck I have right here that I built. So when I play card games, oh, my glasses. Sorry, I have aviators right now, because my grandpa wore aviators. Yeah, sorry, I got excited. uh, right now I have my I'm wearing aviators. I need to get new ones. I kind of want to try getting round glasses because those are cute, but I don't know. I need to get new ones soon. I don't know squat about magic. Sorry. Oh my goodness. Naburu, thank you for the right card. Thank you. How you doing? if I could spell. Let's see. There we go. How you doing, sweetheart? Hope you had a good stream. Thank you so much for the raid, sweetheart. Thank you, thank you. How you doing? Were you guys doing some ASMR as well? Let me give you a follow real quick. There we go. Sorry, the notification that you followed did not happen yet. It might happen soon. Sometimes it doesn't. I don't know. I didn't. It's not in my activity feed. But thank you for the follow, sir. Thank you. But welcome, Raiders. Welcome, welcome. I hope you're all doing well. I'm Ketchup with a Bear, your local Teddy Variety streamer. I do ASMR streams every Wednesday, Friday, and Sunday. We do handcam ASMR on Sundays, and the rest of the week we play games. We're playing. So far, right now, our current game rotation is Grand Blue Fantasy versus Rising on Mondays, Monster Hunter Stories 3 on Tuesdays, Monster Hunter Rise on Thursdays, and Destiny 2 on Saturdays. And the rest of the week we do ASMR. But I hope you had a good stream, Nabaru. Thank you for the right side. Thank you for trusting with your community. It means a lot. I've just been yapping about magic cards. I just been yapping about magic cards. You like your glasses? How you like your men thin and twinky? I get you. Yep. Sorry, I missed that. It's a good one. I like that. Yeah, I need to get new glasses soon. Bear noodles. I want to try getting some round glasses. I'm gonna try that. I need to get new ones. Hopefully, more comfortable ones. These ones sometimes they dig into my ears and it kind of hurts. My ears get sore. Okay, give me one moment. I need to blow my nose real quick. I will be right back. Okay. But thank you for the right number. Thank you. I hope you enjoy your stay. Please don't worry about sticking around though. Please take care of yourself. Get some food. Get some water. Take your meds. Take your vitamins. Do what you gotta do. Thank you for trusting me with me. Trusting me with your community, sweetheart. Thank you. Thank you. Okay. And Rangers, if you try to look on that, please consider giving us a follow. I hope I didn't wake any of you up. I hope I didn't. I just been yapping about magic cards. Oh my goodness. Thank you. What the heck? Thank you for the 5 gifted subs, Naboo. Thank you, sweetheart. Who got one? Mixta did. CJ got one. Lucia got one. Blanket or Ghost got one. And DJ. Those are all regulars. Most of them. Most of thank you so much. Thank you. I do have alerts on, but I have my desktop audio muted because we're doing some ASMR. Thank you, Naboo. Thank you, sweetheart. Enjoyed the emotes mixed CJ, Lucia, Blanket, and DJ. Thank you. You now have access to all of the emotes, all of the ones that look like they were made in MS Paint or drawn by me. I drew all of those once. Everything else were gifts from friends. It was a hype train. I don't remember the last time we had a hype train. Oh my goodness. Yeah, congratulations! You now have access to the thigh emote and the Twinkie emote, um, and you can take the follower emotes everywhere. Now you can use the heart emote, the Wahoo head pat, Dead and shrimp. The emote of me in a soup can was made by Ketchup the Dragon, who I have not seen in quite some time. I hope they're okay. Um, the one with the hearts one, me with hearts in my ears and eyes, was made by Zammy. She said she did it as practice. The Wahoo, me in the little T-shirt, was made by my VTuber father, Volmini. The head pat emote was a commission gift from Estrella. Uh, the artist is Hoots VT. Hoots art is very cute, very good. They did a good job. The dead emote was made by Tweely, who is a pal. She is a Gorgon VTuber. She plays lots of what's this? What's this? What's the Sonic racing game called? It's just Sonic Racing. It's Sonic something. She plays a lot of that and does art streams. And the shrimp emote was also made by my VTuber father. The tier 2 and 3 emotes and the bit emotes were drawn by me. um, Lexi, who I also have not seen in a bit, was the first one to subscribe at tier 2 Crossroads. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, it was something like that. Thank you, CJ. Um, but the those the bean and the Kit Kat are because Lexi was the first one to subscribe at tier 2 and tier 3. So I let her pick what those would be, and she asked for a bean from Dr. Robotnik's Mean Bean Machine and a Kit Kat. So, uh, yeah, that's why those are there. Hi, Floop. Thank you for the water and the stretch. Thank you, thank you. How you doing, Floop? You want a good bird? You got it. Mean Bean, yeah. Because Lexi. So, for context, just for context, why she picked a bean from Dr. Robotnik's Mean Bean Machine. Um, so last year, no, the at near the end of 2024, Sega announced, yeah, it's a Puyo Puyo Tetris game that they reskinned. Is this ugly Dr. Robotnik's Mean Bean Machine here for a Western release because I didn't think that Puyo Puyo Tetris would sell. Sucrose has she has strong words about that. um, but near the end of 2024, Sega announced that they were going to be delisting. Um, is it just Puyo Puyo? Okay, sorry. Oh, what emote did I get? I got the sunglasses cat. I got the sunglasses cat. Thank you for the hype train and the emotes. Nibiru, thank you, sir. Thank you. um, but Sega announced that they were going to delist the Sega Genesis Classics collection from sale, basically everywhere. I don't know if they did ever did a physical release of the collection. So it was just sitting in my. I already had it. It was just sitting in my Steam library. So I was like, let's do something with this now that they're delisting it and get the word out, I guess. So every Saturday, I played a different Sega game off the Sega Genesis Classics collection. This is also around the time UFO 50 released. So it's like, I have UFO 50 at home. Um, so we played. It was like something like 50. It was 50 something Sega games that I had access to at the time. The older Sega games were on there. The older Sonic games, like Sonic 1 through 3, or Knuckles, I think, were on there. But before I bought it, they had delisted those already for a Sonic collection, I think. Um, so I was like, okay, I'll just play different Sega game every Saturday, and it took me over a year. We wrapped up Sega Saturdays in like February. Um, it was fun. It was a good time. But Dr. Robotnik's Mean Bean Machine is a very, very, very difficult video game. I could get through the like tutorial or like the first level, and I could not get through the second one for the life of me. Um, and I was very upset at this game, and then Lexi thought it was very, very funny. So that's why Lexi asked for a Mean Bean Machine emote. And the Kit Kat is because um, I uh, I don't know if I'll do it this year. We'll see. But the past couple years, I did Halloween candy tier lists, and one year, so every Halloween season they release. Kit Kat releases a couple Halloween special limited flavors. Right? There's a Witch's Brew, the Ghosts. That's just white chocolate. Witch's Brew is marshmallow fluff flavored. They taste basically like Lucky Charm milk. And Ghost Toast, which is like a cinnamon toasty kind of adjacent flavor. They're actually very good. So is Witch's Brew. But the white chocolate one was just, it was very dense. It was very, very sweet. And it was like, it's too creamy. And Lexi thought it was very funny that I thought the Kit Kat was too creamy. So that's why there's the Kit Kat emote. I've never I've never played those older Sonic games. I think the first Sonic game I ever played, my childhood dentist office had the super cool GameCube kiosk thing with CRTs in colorful boxes with the GameCube controller stuck to it, attached to it through like the rubber hose. And so I got to play GameCube games while waiting to go get my teeth checked out or get a cavity filled. So that's where I played. My first Sonic game was probably there, and it was Sonic. It was one of either Sonic Heroes. It was one of the Sonic games on the GameCube. Um, I played that. It might be one of the ones with Chow Garden. Maybe I don't remember. It's one of those. And they had TVs hanging mounted in the ceiling. So there was one time I had to get like a cavity filled or something. I don't remember exactly what, but they let me play Super Monkey Ball 6 months in advance. What the heck? Thank you, Nabaru. Thank you. That's super sweet of you. Thank you.
Mwah.
What the 6 months in advance? Holy smokes! Um, yeah, I got to play Super Monkey Ball while getting my teeth looked at. And I think that's the only time I've ever played Super Monkey Ball, besides maybe at a cousin's house. I think it was the three guys at once. I'm pretty sure you got to pick one of the teams, right? Sonic, Knuckles, and Tails, and then Shadow, Rogue, and the robot. And then I think there was a team with Amy on it, and maybe it was one of those. It was one of those. So that's why I gotta play Sonic then. It's Heroes, yeah, I'm pretty sure it's Heroes. And then they ripped it out and then replaced it with tablets on the wall. It's really sad. Because it was cool. I miss the video game kiosk so much. They were such a treat. They really were. Yeah, DJ, you got a gift sub. You now have the Twinkie emote and the thigh emote, and you can take the follower emotes everywhere. And the Wahoo. Okay. Sorry, Floop. Hi, Penguin. How you doing, sir? I hope you're doing well. I've just been yapping about magic all night. Um, and video games. Okay, let's get you your good bird redeem, Floop.
Thank you for being patient with me, Floop. Thank you, thank you. Floop, you're a very, very good bird. Good bird, Floop, good bird. You're a very, very good bird, Floop. Floop, you worked very, very hard this week. And I'm very, very proud of you. Good bird, Floop, good bird, good bird, good bird, good bird, good bird. Good bird, Floop, good bird. Good bird, 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 good bird. Good bird, Floop, good bird. Good bird, Floop, good bird. You actually did. You worked hard, Floop. Good bird, Floop, good bird. You're a very, very good bird, Floop. Good bird, 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 good bird. Good bird, Floop, good bird. You're a very, very good bird, Floop. Good bird, good bird, good bird, good bird, good bird, good bird, good bird. Good bird, Floop. Floop, thank you for being who you are and doing what you do. I think things are on the better place, in my humble opinion, anyway. Good bird, Floop, good bird, good bird, good bird, good bird, good bird. Good bird, good bird, good bird, good bird. Good bird, Floop, good bird. Very, very good bird. Yes, you are such a good bird. Oh, look at you, such a good bird. Yes, you are. Yes, you are such a good bird. Good bird, Floop, good bird. Yes, you are such a good bird. Good bird, Floop, good bird, good bird, good bird, good bird, good bird, good bird, good bird. Good bird, Floop, good bird. You're such a good bird. Yes, you are. Yes, you are such a good bird. Yes, you are. Oh, look at you, such a good bird. Good bird, Floop, good bird, 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 good bird.
You went to see Matsumoto Castle? Let me look up a picture. Let me look up a picture. Oh, I think that castle's in. Yeah, that castle's in an anime I watched on. I think on Crunchyroll. I think it was Crunchyroll a while ago, and I was like, this show is weird. It's a weird anime. I don't remember what it's called. I yapped about it during an ASMR stream probably last year. It was weird. It, I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty confident it was on Crunchyroll. Could have been on High Dive. Um, really weird anime that's like nonsensical. I watched it season 2. There's a first season um that it's not on Crunchyroll though. So I went in with like no context. I don't remember why I decided to try. I think I was like I would need to try watching some older anime. Maybe because, you know, there's probably some good ones and the seasonal stuff can get kind of tiring. Sorry, hiccup. They can get kind of tiring, right? And repetitive. So it's like, let me try something older, I guess. Um, and it was real weird. um, I don't even know. So it's about this girl that gets confused for some famous ninja lady or descendant of some famous ninja person, and there's an eye patch. I think it's a heart shaped eye patch, and if she puts it on, she gets like super cool ninja powers. And so, but it's she's not actually the a descendant of this person. So whenever she has to use the eye patch, she gets like a really bad fever. Um, and the second season is like bad guys trying to get revenge or something. And there's another girl with a star shaped eye patch. And she's like, "You're not actually this person." And she's like, "Yeah, I'm not." And it's like she's being forced into like fighting and being this ninja person. And she does not want anything to do with it at all. And it's like, why is this like this? This feels awful. And yeah, it's really weird. It's real strange. Um, and it wasn't very good. Um, I watched all of it. I think. Yeah, I did. I might have skipped through some of the episodes or skipped one or two. I I watched most of it at the least, and it's not good. It was quite bad. Um, okay. Let me see if I can find it in my Crunchyroll history or something. Oh, the history is episodes. It's not by. Okay, I'm gonna have to scroll forever. I'm not finding this. Gonna find it. Okay, let me see if I can just look up the title. Time for you to sleep? Okay, Floop. Monogatari series. I might have started it like a long time ago, but I don't think so. I think I've only seen clips. I know there's like this weird scene with tooth with a toothbrush, and that's where the that tongue twister comes from, or it's in that anime. Eye patch. Okay, it's called Jubei-chan the Ninja, and there's 2 seasons, or there's a sequel with a different name, maybe. Um, apparently, it's not on Crunchyroll anymore. It's on Amazon Prime for digital purpose, and it's on YouTube TV, I guess, in the Roku channel. Um, it's really weird. I don't. Okay, is it on Crunchyroll still? Yeah, so Crunchyroll has Jubei-chan 2, The Counterattack of Siberia Yagyu. It's 13 episodes. I've watched all of them, and it's it's something else. The art's actually pretty nice. Like the fights, the anime, like it's got some nice what is it called? Sasuga or whatever. I don't know what the term. Um, and I've heard the word before. I don't something like that. It's really well animated when there's like the action scenes with Jubei-chan fighting the other ninja girl. There's some decent jokes in it. Like it has a like half serious and half like funny. But like this like tragedy of like Jubei Chan being like forced into being having to do this stuff with the ninjas, and she's like, I don't even care about any of this. Leave me alone. Like, get him. You tell him. And yeah, it's ugh. um. So spoilers. There's what this guy from like 300 years ago, and he tells his son to take care of the eye patch, the lovely eye patch. I think that's what it's called. It's a pink heart, and he tells his son to take care of this eye patch, and then find the descendant of him or whatever, the Yagyu or whatever. And Jubei Chan's like, no, I don't want this eye patch. Leave me alone. And then he gets and his son is like 300 years old, but he's like a toddler. And he goes into the woods and then cries and then dies and turns into a tree stump. Like he melds into the tree. And you're like, what is happening? And then Jubei finds him and it's really sad or whatever. Somebody finds him. And then the guy like apparates to Jubei, like appears as like this ghost, the spirit figure, and he's like, "Hey," and uh, and it's like, all of this is your fault, dude. You told your little boy son to take this eye patch for his whole life and guard it with his life and find this descendant of the Yagyu clan or whatever, and then you get the wrong person, and she doesn't want it, and then he dies. Um, your son cries himself into a raisin and then melds into a tree, and turns into like part of the tree. And like, you are not a good person here, man. Like, this is awful. Like, it's like funny and then also like completely tragic that like all of this is being forced onto Jubei. And she does not want it, dude. She hates it. She does not. She's not even actually a descendant of the guy of the clan or whatever. She just shares like the last name with them or the first name. It's not good. It's not good. Okay, sorry. I'm glad you like it here. I'm glad it's cozy. Just heads up, we do have the final ad break in about 50 seconds. We'll be looking for someone to rate out to after the ad break. But yeah, if you want to, it has a 3.7 rating on Crunchyroll. Um, I guess I can just read the synopsis here on Crunchyroll. 300 years ago, in the ice-shrouded land of Siberia, Jubei Yagyu waged a brutal battle against Kitsari Yusai of the northern Yagyu clan. The duel resulted in Jubei Yagyu's daughter, Frisia, being trapped and frozen in suspended animation. As the centuries passed and global warming accelerates, Frisia is finally liberated from her icy tomb and moves to modern-day Japan. She reappears as a high school transfer student and befriends our heroine, Jiyu Nanohana, who is oblivious to Frisia's true motive, to gain possession of Jiyu's lovely eye patch, which Frisia believes is rightfully hers. So like the actual got like descendant of this um Jubei Yagu, uh who like actually has his blood in her veins, shows up and is like, yeah, I want it isn't that high, you're right. Like anything lower than like a 4.6, 4.5 is probably not worth watching most of the time on Crunchyroll. Like a 3.7 is that's with 149 reviews or ratings. Um, so like, it's the plot is nuts. It's nuts. But the art's really nice though. Like if you just want to watch the action scenes, go for it. They're really nice. Like they're really nice. Anyway, that castle you went to, Penguin, is in the show, or something that looks like it. A castle that looks like it is in there. Um, but yeah, so Frisia shows up and she's like, I want the lovely eye patch. It's mine, Jubei. And she's like, here, take it. I don't want it. um, but yeah, and then they become friends at the end, and I believe there's a happy ending at the end. It is, I don't know. I don't want to rewatch it. It's um, maybe it's better after watching the first season, but it was quite a wild ride. I think I binged it in one night or over a couple of nights or through over the course of a weekend. I don't remember, but yeah, because like there's this. It's all coming back to me now. I'm remembering bits and pieces of it now. Um, there's a section where like Jubei like dissociates and like forgets who she is and then just like pretends to be someone else or thinks she's someone else for like 2 episodes and you're like, what is like leave her alone. it's it's yeah, it's not good and crazy. I don't know. It's got it's got some good and it's the fight scenes are very good. It's very good. I don't know when it released. Um, Crunchyroll got it in 2023, March 24th, 2023. So they probably got the licensing. When did they merge with? When did Funimation buy Crunchyroll? When did Sony buy Crunchyroll? Was it 22 to 23? No ads for you? True. Welcome back from the break, guys. Thank you for sticking with me. Thank you. Thank you. All right. We'll be rating out here in about 6 minutes or so. Let's see. Milty is live tonight. We'll see if she is still live when we're done in 6 minutes. We were gonna rate her last night or last time on Wednesday, but she ended stream right before we could. If she raids out, we have Emmy, singles, um, Mocha's live. Yeah, so those are our options tonight. No Minari. No Minari tonight. You give a recommendation for a raid? I sure. I can look into it. I do have options though. Okay, let me see here. Okay. Sure. If Melty isn't live, if Melty's not live in a couple minutes, because Melty raided us last week, and I want to return the favor. But if Melty's not live in like 5 minutes, we can raid this person. What's the raid message? I just do. I just do that. Oh, did the model jiggle? All right, but we'll raid them if Melty isn't live in a couple minutes. I would like to return the raid favor to Melty. We have a non-sub. Uh, use the I for non-sub when I participate in a raid of someone else's stream. I just use the purple heart. So did they get rid of the purple heart? Oh no, it's right there. Yeah, I just do that. Never, thank you for gifting us up to Penguin. Thank you, thank you. How many is that? 7? 8? And then 6 months in advance for yourself? You're very generous. Thank you so much. We were at like 8. We were at 8 sub points before the beginning of the stream. We're at 15. Okay. Yeah, Jubei Chan too. I don't know why I watched it on a whim. It was quite the ride. It was quite the ride. Yeah, I just do catch up raid and then 3 of any emote as the raid message. That's what I usually do. But yeah, thank you guys for spending time with me tonight. Thank you. But enjoy the emotes. Penguin, you now have access to the thigh emote, and yep, and the Twinkie, and you can take the follower emotes with you everywhere now. I have the unlock an emote redeem, right? Yeah, I do. That is there. Yep, I drew that Twinkie myself. That's probably the best Twinkie I've ever drawn in my life. It was it was made through like a chat inside joke. I don't know why. Well, so femboy, Twinkie, words. And during when I did the first Halloween candy tier list, I found the every Halloween they do the chocolate Twinkies, where it's chocolate sponge cake with the cream, and it just became a joke. So I was like, okay, I'll draw a Twinkie emote. So for quite a while, the only emotes were the Twinkie and the thighs and the me in a soup can. And then I decided to draw follower emotes. I drew the cozy one first. Me wrapped in the pink blanket. I drew that first. And then I drew the shook one, or maybe hearts. And then I was like, hold on, I can just use this as a template and then change stuff. So I did that, and it made life much easier. And yeah, so we have the cool and the cupcake are bit emotes. Um, I drew those because there were people here that unlocked the bit emote, but I didn't have any bit emotes for them to use. Okay, give me one moment to swap my headphones and we will get the ready going here. I will be right back. Okay. Okay. Melty is still alive. Let's go. Let's go. Okay. Well, I will see you guys tomorrow for some Destiny 2 with Kazi. Um, but thank you for subscribing for 6 months. You gifted 6 months to Penguin. Thank you. I didn't see that. Thank you, Nibiru. Thank you. That's very sweet of you. Um, thank you for subscribing for 6 months, Nibiru. Thank you for the hype train. Um, we hit our sub goal. We're 25% away to our sub goal. Ignore the 40. That's just there because of previous donathons and things. So I've just I keep forgetting to reset it. Thank you for gifting 5 community subs, Nibiru. Thank you for the raid, Nibiru. Thank you for gifting a sub to Moonlight Gunther. Thank you. Thank you for the follow marks. Thank you. Thank you. All right. I will see you guys tomorrow. I'm gonna go find a snack and go to bed. Thank you guys for listening to me yap about magic cards some more today. But yeah, I'll see you guys tomorrow for some D2 with Kazi. And please give Milty lots of love. She's awesome. Her ASMR is great stuff. I will see you tomorrow. Bye bye.